What the hell? Half a heart? Dog, this ain't hardcore, this is just straight don't get poked. A common cold is probably instant death as well. Stay safe, dog.
This is straight don't get poked.
I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning. A pain that feel the thirst, keep on working,
I saw it.
To the top of this shit. I get
Still gold. I can't. Oh my.
gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss. I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it. Cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent. Cause I'm so close, I can taste it. Want it away from everything.
Where the How? Am I alive right now? I'm going that way. I'm going that way. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, I jumped. Oh, I jumped so much just then. Oh, gosh, I jumped. What the f... I didn't see him. We're gone. We are out. We are flee with extra flee. Fleeing with extra... Flee! Of course it wasn't about you, right? Right? Of course it was. Is he dead yet? No. Hello, sir. Hello. I didn't get close enough. And I don't know how that happened. Oh no. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. I am dead. I think a tree grew. Probably shouldn't jump around too much because I was going to say I was going to run out of health. There's something there. I saw that coming. Right, we got this. We got this like 2 more hits at best. 2 more hits at... Oh! I did it! I freaking did it! Guys, we friggin' did it! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on in. Well done on the first there, Ghost Hunter. Welcome in, Ruth. Hope everyone is doing absolutely fantastic. Welcome in everybody else who is lurking. Hi, hi, hi. Do I have? No, I don't. I did a little bit of off-camera mining when I didn't stream yesterday, just because I didn't feel like... yeah, yesterday was a... Yeah, so I did get rid of, because I didn't like how that was so low. I need to move my mic on the other side. I need to move everything. Yeah. I don't know, I need to figure out a new desk arrangement. I need to figure out a lot of shit. But I did also do I didn't do much over here. I did a little bit. What's the time? It's phantom time. Joy. Actually, I don't think I even did any of that with you guys. Actually, I think I did all that with you guys. But what else I did around here, though, is I continued the circle perimeter looking thing around. And then I found this huge fuck off hill, so I blew it up with TNT. Just put TNT all over the place and blew it the fuck up. Because all of this, yeah, I need to... This is a lot to flatten out. Oh shit, I need more deep slate too. I'm almost out of deep slate. Today's quiet. Today is very, very quiet. I'm, this may sound strange, but it's been a minute since I haven't had somebody to talk to at the start of stream. There's normally a few more people here by now. It's a very quiet day. Oh well, I'm gonna play some Minecraft regardless. That tree might get in the way. Yeah. I think I need to bring more basalt, which all I gotta do is just gotta go to the basalt generator, which is boring as batshit. And I'm out of... Actually, no, I should just need this one. That'll get rid of it all. Unless there's a... Oh, there is more. Yeah, that'll get rid of it all. Should do. Oh, that was an accident. Still unknown to me. Oh, as if you can't jump that high. And what else? Is there more? Yeah, there's more over there, but... Can I get this? No. What if I go, yeah. Look at that, made it. Hey, Cat and the Go. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing fantastic today. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for all the lurks over the streams. Like it really does not go unnoticed. Thank you for coming in every stream. Really do appreciate the support. Die. Well, look at my axe on me. What am I doing? Now you missed me. You didn't really, but... Can I get that? I'm not going to. Oh, wait up. Oh, shit, I got it. I think I may have hit this tree a little bit. That's right, it's just this. Hello. Hey, Swifty. Hey. What are you up to? You finish your heists? Not a black bunny? I don't think we got one of those yet. I'll get one another time. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate. All the lurkers, everybody. Thank you. Yeah. Run, run. No. Blues. Lost to apathy. Dun, 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 dun. Who am I watching? Fatty and Mullet. Have you guys seen Silver Mullet's clock tower? That thing is huge. Like, I'm starting to feel a little bit insecure watching Silver Mullet build. He's making me look like I build small. Like, I'm the guy who's meant to go big or go home, and then along comes Silver Mullet, and he's like, dude, that's not big. And I'm like, okay, I'll sit down. I'll sit down. My apologies. Yeah, no, he's got some really good builds, eh? I'm watching him build the clock tower today, getting the spawn proofed and getting the faces up. Looking incredible. He's definitely one of those streamers that I'm really glad I found when I did. Like, he rated in one day and was just like, oh, I've never heard of this person. Let's go check him out. And holy shit, yeah, definitely worth checking out. Ooh, that's what I should do. 155, let's heckin' go. Let's heckin' go. Ow, ow, ow. It's right around the corner. I need to make a new one of these, which is actually something I have also been doing a little bit of off-camera mining work on. Literally just, I've gone through like 2 or 3 pickaxes. Because I really want to, I really need to make one of these bad boys at my base. Because, yeah, we really don't have, yeah, we really do not have enough. How much is in? Okay, now we got a little bit. We got a little bit. This one. Is this Heart Enemy? No, it's Opeth. I should have known that. Like, I know Mikael's voice. The front's going to be really easy. Well, bits of it anyway. I do gotta terrify that village and a few other things, but no, she'll be right. Oh, you guys see my new flag? The ones that are... If anyone's... Hello? You guys see my new flag? It's behind me. I just got it Monday. I'm going to use the sand from here to make more TNT. And I reckon we can just put these here. Because... Actually, no, I don't want that. No, I just want sand and stuff. Hey, Snowy. Good morning. On my way to work. Oh, let's go. Hopefully it's a short... Well, you know. Hopefully it's a good shift. Regardless of how long it is. If it's a short shift, I hope it's a nice, quick, happy one. If it's a long shift, I hope it's non-eventful. I just hope you have a good day. You got much else on today, or just got work? I've been spending a lot of I spent a lot of yesterday and a bit of today in the yard because it's all the buffalo grass has grown up and is now danger fire hazard, so we've had to get the weed whacker whippersnipper out, clear all of that, and then get the mower out and the slasher. It's been an absolute mission. Like, Dad's been out there for the last 4 days with the mower and the slasher. I've been out there with the chainsaw chopping down trees to get them out of the way. Just dead trees in the yard. Yeah. It's a big, big fucking yard. Yeah. Been doing a lot of that, which is, it's been good. Kinda. Except for the headaches. It took me way too long to figure out how to get the whippersnipper to start. And then when I finally got the bastard to start, couldn't keep it to keep running. And I finally figured out how to keep it running. And then the cord broke within fucking not even 5 minutes. Like, not even that. And there was no cord left, so I had to go put the new cord on. That took me half an hour to figure out how to install that cord. I installed the cord, went to go use it again, and one of the strands won't come out. It keeps getting stuck, and I just went, I'm done. I'm done. This thing, I'm spending more time putting this thing down to fucking realign stuff to make sure it works. I'm just, no, fuck it, look, I don't. This thing just does not, I don't get it. So I quit. Just gave up on it. Which was a short one. Till 10 PM, holy shit. Dude, that's insane. Hey, Punisher, welcome in. 12.5 hour shifts. Jeez, 10 PM tonight. You're going to be off. Oh, wowzers. This song sounds familiar, but I actually don't recognize the name of the song or the band. But it but it sounds familiar. Not looking forward to today. Aww. You'll be over soon. I like to try and look at these things like, I've done this 1,000 times, and when it comes to the end of the day, I'm going to be looking at it like, ah, good, it's over. I do know this song. I've just... I just didn't recognize the... I don't know, maybe it's one of those ones I've just added from the Smart Shuffle. I've had a, for those who are wondering why I'm quiet, I've had a very rough week of reflection. Very rough. For those who are wondering why I wasn't streaming yesterday, I almost quit. I almost put a notice in the Discord and just said, I'm done. I'm gonna go pull my life. I'm gonna go pull my head in and go figure out my life. I almost did that. And then I messaged Swifty. And I didn't. But I almost did. Just a lot of self-reflection and stuff, and so my mental health is really shit, like, at the moment. No, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for attention. I don't want that. That's actually the worst thing I can get. It actually works me up and makes me more gets me more. So, but I believe communication is a very important thing that a lot of humans don't do. It's the same with any relationship, whether it's professional, social, or intimate, whatever, regardless, there's communication. And I didn't want to say anything in the Discord because I didn't want to get a bunch of attention. But the truth is, I have been very close this week to just pulling the pin on streaming altogether. Constantly looking around at everyone who's successful in my life and realizing that yeah. So, anyway, off the Metro, you have a fantastic day, mate. You have a fantastic day. As and forth, the struggle consumes us all, trying to deep a level head. Then the bubbling comes. That is my fate.
Bye.
Fuckers. Hey, Verito. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. I hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're having an amazing day. It's funny, I used to keep getting rid of all the sand, because I was like, I don't fucking need this, I don't fucking need it. And I don't. But now I'm like, oh shit, wait, I could have been using this. I could have been using this sand. Which I am now. I think a lot of my mental health depletion has come from what was meant to help, which it did, but I believe it's also taken another direction as well, which was going camping, it was something I needed and I enjoyed and everything, but it also really highlighted a lot of things. How sitting at home all day playing video games in front of my PC is not getting me anywhere with my life. And I look at people like my brother and my dad and stuff, and I go, wow, you guys are highly successful, own houses, and have full families, and everything is working out. Oh wait, yeah, you guys don't play video games all day long. Yeah, you guys pulled your heads in and got jobs. I need to do that. I need to pull my head in. And that's literally one of the problems I've had with going camping, was as great as it is, at the same time, it also wasn't good, because it made me feel very conscious about my failures as a human. Not necessarily failures, but my lack of achievements and lack of progression. So yeah, I've been very, very close to just pulling the pin on streaming, because, yeah, if things honestly don't start going well soon, and this is going to sound sooky, people are going to take it the wrong way, I don't really fucking care, but if I don't actually start making some success in streaming soon, I'm just going to pull the pin. You need to know when to hold your cards, know when to fold them, know when to run, all of that other crap. You need to realize that when you've been doing something for 5 years and it's not working, stop bashing your head against the wall. It's not working, buddy. So, yeah, if my streams don't pick up to a partner level in the next few months, I think I'm pulling the pin. If I can't make this into something that's actually a viable income, something that's actually I can be proud of to tell people when they ask me what I do for a living, something that's actually net positive, and if I can't get to that stage, it's only the sensible decision of, this isn't working, let's try something different. You know? As much as people are going to be like, oh no, 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 and it's like, don't look at it look at it in a non-biased point of view. You know? You gotta look at it not like, oh, but I want to see you. Don't be selfish. Think about it from the other side of things. Okay? But anybody who says to me, oh, but I genuinely, I don't care what you want. I'm sorry, but what I want is a stable, is a life I can be proud of and something I can strive forward with, as opposed to just trying and hoping and telling people it'll work one day I'm gonna make it, one day. People take years to achieve it. You can't be in a rush, and it's like, I understand that, but I put in way too much effort otherwise. Like, what if I just don't put in the effort? Maybe I could just go back to just go to casual gaming and just be like, I don't really give a shit. Might do like Carl Crafts and just drop my schedule altogether and just stream when I feel like streaming. If I feel like streaming. Hey Velvet, I'm just having an emotional breakdown. Yep.
Hi.
Just having an emotional breakdown on, well, not an emotional one, it's a mental breakdown. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just trying to, like, justify why I'm still streaming and why because I've been trying this for so long and so hard. It's almost 4 years and I've got a fantastic fucking community, and I'm not going to dismiss that. I can't. But meeting a bunch of cool people down at the pub and having a successful career are two different things, you know? It's like, yeah, I've done great. But it's the same as, you know, like coaching the local football team. If you spend 40 hours a week coaching the local football team and you can't afford to eat, it doesn't matter how good you're doing for the community and how much people want it. And if people are like, oh yeah, but you've been fantastic, you're such a positive influence, you brought people, and I love that. I do. I really love how I've inspired people over all the years. That's fantastic. I've brought more people than I ever even imagined into hardcore, and I don't even play hardcore anymore. I have inspired people to beat half-heart hardcore, something that people didn't even think was possible until Dave Guy did it. And then I did it, and then Fatty did it, and then Zoo did it, and then Hero did it, and then Thritis did it, and then Glitch tried it, and Lizzie tried it. So many people, and it was just, I can't get over that. That is something I'll never forget and Jack. The first time Jack ever killed the dragon, I still remember stopping my stream, bringing Jack's stream up, just so I could watch her fight the dragon for the very first time in hardcore. Because I was so proud of her. Still am. But, so those things will never disappear. But those, they don't pay the bills. None of this, I'm always complaining about people not helping me and giving me support. Am I actually doing anything for myself? Or am I just sitting here whinging about a first world, you know, entitled shit? Which one is it? You know? Yeah. So, yeah. I do really thank you everybody for all the support over the years and shit. It means more than I can actually express. You guys are the reason I come back every time. Thank you for giving me something to come back to and a reason to stream. Yeah. I think it's one of those things where, like, you know, you just want to... It'd be really nice if one day I heard, you know, somebody ask my dad, like, oh, what's your son do with his life? And then he, like, you know, proudly starts describing what I do. You know, actually being something to go, yeah, no, this is, you know, something to be proud of. Because, as opposed to just being ashamed. Yeah. But where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't. I'm just kind of treading water until something happens. La 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 la. Go away all that sandstone, I don't want any of it. Why, Thank you all for, thank you Velvet for all the lurks over the years. It does not go unnoticed. Genuinely, thank you. Throwing a hissy fit with me? What's it doing? I fucking hate that MyGov shit. That MyGov stuff just gives me anxiety. And you gotta get your OneGov or MyGov, what do you call it? Yeah. Throw those over there for now. Put that into there. Put this into here. This time smile fades in the summer. Place your hand in mine. Let's see if I can do it. The summer, place your hand in mine. I'll leave when I wanna. This place was never the same again after you came and went. How can you say you meant anything different to anyone standing alone on the street with a cigarette on the first night we met? Look to the past and remember a smile. And I'm out of breath. And all I need is I'll always be dreaming of you. Silly MyGov. Yeah, it's but it's really easy according to the government and the people who don't actually have to use it. I heard that, I do hear that from them. They just tell me, oh, it's really easy, just go on the app. And it's like, oh, you haven't used the app before, have you? Some stupid error, trying to log in. You got it now? Yeah, there you go. Nice. Have you been listening for the last... Or have you been muted? Just out of curiosity, I'm just... wondering. Yeah. No bother with the passkey or anything? No, that's right, it was just your straight email and password. Usually the only problem I have then is incorrect. Yeah, even then though, I still have problems with it because I don't know, because I'm retarded. That's right, I've just been... So I haven't said anything bad, but I did just have a bit of a vent over the last half hour, which could be perceived from some people as something worth paying a lot of attention to, and other people would probably say, yeah, okay, fair enough. It's really a thing, it's just the point is, yeah, I've been yeah. Where did I just... there. So, I'll just... Is this all that remains? It is. The TLDR would be that I did say that if I don't get partner level numbers in streaming in the next few months, I'm pulling the pin because you gotta recognize when things aren't working out, and if you just keep fighting it with this stubborn attitude of one day it will work, one day it will work, I'm just gonna die poor and alone. Maybe not alone, but drag somebody else down with me. So I was just saying, like, if I can't actually make this into a... And it's not an emotional thing. when people will be emotional about it, they're going to go, oh, but I don't, well, I like watching you. And it's like, it's got nothing to do with your feelings. It's got all to do with the fact that I have to, you know, do my own thing. I have to pay bills. I have to, you know, this is, life isn't free. And if I'm not going to do something about it, then nothing's ever going to get done about it. And I'm going to, so I just have to acknowledge that streaming's not for me. I'm not what people are looking for. I can't say I did bad. I can't say there's a complaint with any of it, but I can say that sometimes you just need to, you know, it's kind of like I could be coaching the local soccer team and spend 40 hours a week, but it doesn't pay the bills. Okay, cool. You made a lot of kids happy. You're a great member of the community. That's fantastic. Now, how are you going to eat? Do you know, like, do I just rely on Centrelink? You know? Like, you can't do that. That ain't viable even a little bit. But yeah, and today's been a very, very quiet stream. Which is kind of not exactly helping the brain goblins, you know? Nah, missed it. No, man. No, I got him. Ooh, bouncy blocks. Oh. Okay, well, That did an incredible amount of damage. That did an incredible amount of damage. Fantastic. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oops, watch your face there. I really... Yeah. Left behind, so I'll slip away. Oh. Oh, you gave me a bit of a boost there. And that one was not a boost, that was the opposite of a boost. Oh, hello. You idiot. Boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, let's no worries. It's alright. It's a very quiet stream from all parties. My last serenade. Hey, Rat. Hello. My last serenade. Ow. I can aim, I promise. Hi, hi, hi. I'm out of food. That explains why my saturation's so low. I always forget when I run out of food because I'm used to having food in my hand at all times. Hey? Ooh. That came at me. Got my teeth pulled. Oh shit, is that today? How goes the phone? Oh, I think my brother's on the fork. I was like, why am I hearing a forklift and a lawnmower? Those things do not... What? That makes sense. My brother's on the, Yeah, that makes sense. Why do I see her wearing nothing but the dark? But you do not have the words. I just gotta get a pair of tweezers to get the last two parts out. Oh, really? Yeah, that makes sense. I hated working on iPhones and stuff. I used to replace iPhone screens and shit just for, well, a few extra dollars and because I could. It went hard. I used to charge like, you know, cost of screen and $50 labor or something to do it. Took me like 2 hours, but I mean, I'll just sit there and watch TV and just pull it apart. No worries. But they're so finicky, and I was like, you know, they're not fun to do. And then people always get upset because, you know, it doesn't work properly. You don't have a warranty. It's like, bro, I did it for $50. Shut your fucking face. If you wanted a really, 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 really good job, you could have paid twice the price and gone to the fucking J car. Don't whinge at me. You got what you paid for. Like, legit. I was an amateur who said, yeah, I can do that. Do you know what you're doing? Nah, but I've done mine before. Reckon get mine? Yeah. How much? $50? Plus the screen? Oh, that's heaps cheap. That's like half the price of J car. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't have a warranty or anything because I don't know what I'm doing. I just fuck around and find out. You done yours? Yeah. Does it work? Yeah. You can do mine then. And then you do it and then they go, nah. And it's like, you know. So it doesn't matter. There's no YouTube videos on the type of phone. Yeah. So that's why you just fuck around and find out. Exactly. But some people, you know, they, like, if it doesn't, you tell them that. You tell them the guarantee side of things and they just, yeah. And it's like, oh, shut the fuck up. Just asking mum seeing the doctor. Yeah? When are you going to go see the doctor? Maybe this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my fucking 3 shovels in there. Next to my fancy pickaxes. What's that one there? Ah. Feather Falling and Silk Touch. Feather Falling and Fortune and Fortune and Silk Touch. Well, that's what all these have got. No, it doesn't. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 3. I don't like the way I've got this out at the moment because I've now. So the obsidian can go there. Better. I forgot I've even got half this stuff on me at any given point in time, eh? Oh, there's fucking TNT in there. Like, oh, I lost my golden boots. I was so pissed off about that. They break easily. Tomorrow morning? Oh, sick. Some form for Centrelink so I can get help from disability specific job agency. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good, yeah. That would be really useful. Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's I think it's like in a week or something. I think it's next week. I think I've got a job provider, employment provider, workforce thing. I've got an appointment next week. Hopefully. Went to go look for 2 jobs today and both of them I couldn't get, which is fantastic. Went into the first one, everything was all hunky-dory, looked at the resume, they were like, oh, sick, yeah. You go, oh, no, this is awesome. And I was like, do I need X? And they said, yeah, you will need X. And I was like, okay, I can't work there. Oh, no, we'll help you get it. It's like, it's nothing to do with you help me. I don't qualify for it. I can't actually apply for it. Regardless, I can't get that qualification. And they go, oh. I go, sorry, thanks anyway, I'll leave you to it. And then the other job, the fucking manager's been screaming for me to work for them for 2 years. Literally before I started working for the bus company. So yeah, like 2 years ago, she was wanting me. She asked my dad, because she knows my dad, and she goes, "Oi, can you get him to come work for it? Like, tell him to come in with a resume. We'll get him a job. We'll fast track it. We'll do that." 2 years ago. And then they fast tracked everything, went to head office, and then I had to wait for head office, and then head office put a bunch of hurdles in my way. And I went, yep. And then so we went in there today again, and it was like, no, we'll fast track it. We want to get you in. And I'm just like, that's nice. Do all the work to get me in. I'll come in and I'll sign the paperwork and we can start. I've already done the interview. You've already seen my resume. Don't beg me to come down and sit there in front of a computer talking to head office and begging them for a fucking opportunity to work. Listen to your manager. The manager's saying, I want this guy to work for me. He's what we want. I'm sick of hiring this DEI crap that end up walking out in 2 weeks because the job's too fucking hard for them. So she wants me. She literally said to Dad, I'm sick of this fucking crap I've got to do. I'm so sick of fucking hiring these fucking DEI shit just to fill a quota when they don't even want to fucking work, and they don't rock up to work, and then 2 weeks later they resign because the job was too hard for them, and then they've got to do it again. But head office is like, yeah, but we have a quota to fill. We need a certain amount of ethnicities. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You need the job done. That's what you need. You need the fucking job done. Fucking, yep. Hey Cosmics, welcome in. You're welcome in. Should I be on a break? Nah. I don't like my mic over this side because it's in the way of my right hand, and I don't like that. I want to put my mic back on the other side and rearrange my whole desk. The same old song. Ow. Like, I don't even know how far down I need to get this. An inclusion and shit, but there's not actually pulling their weight and doing what... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They shouldn't be that. This is the thing. The manager at this workplace is constantly complaining that everybody they send from head office only lasts 2 weeks because they work for 2 weeks, realize the job's too hard, too demanding, or they don't have the knowledge and expertise in that field, and they go, I can't do this. But they got given the job. They had some job workforce provider fill out all the forms for them, jump all the hurdles for them. I don't get that privilege. Do you know why? Because I'm white. And don't even fuck around and say it's otherwise. We know. I don't get this sort of fucking support because I'm white. So, and I'm also highly educated. Because of that, they go, no, figure it out yourself. But then they give these uneducated people who don't want to work a job, and they go, oh, but Like, dickhead, you knew they didn't want to work. You knew they weren't going to work out, but nah, you needed to fill the fucking dumb cunts. So yeah, I'm not working. And even if they did jump the hurdles, I don't want to work for a place like that because they're more interested in getting a virtue signal thumbs up than they are about actually getting the job done. I understand that people should come above profit. I am 100% for that. That's literally why I left my last job, because profit came above people. It was the amount of dollars they were making was more than my life was valued. So when somebody tried to kill me, the guy who tried to kill me, just to prove a point, this is not an exaggeration. If you know the story, you know the story. A guy put my fucking life in danger to prove a point. He was making too much money for the company, so the company did nothing about it because he was more valuable than I was, even though he literally turned a truck on while I had my head in the engine bay working on it near the fan belt. And the hydraulic power steering lines that were not tied up. So, yeah. So yeah, I'm just so fucking done. Not actually pulling their weight. Yeah, that's it. That's bullshit. Got nothing to do with who they are, and it's nothing to do with anything. And this is the problem. People are like, no, but we need them. No, you don't. No, you don't. You do not need to have a certain quota of male nurses. You do not need to have a certain quota of your labour force indigenous. You do not need a certain quota of your fucking staff to be immigrants. You require the job to get done. Lift your standards, get the job done. People will then come in and they'll do the job, but they don't do that because they know that they don't have to do the job. They're just there for a diversity hire. The only fucking reason. So they know they're not going to get fired. They know they don't have to work because they're just here for the face. And I'm the one who's racist. And people call me the racist one. It's ridiculous. I need to get... Man, this is actually a way bigger job than I anticipated, eh? Like, I just thought this would be easy. I'll just put, a garden around the outside. This one's probably the hardest one. That one and this one. That one's the easiest. That one's probably the second easiest because there's less mountains and shit. Do I just blow that mountain up? Try to taper it down? Need to blow that mountain up. All this needs to just come down to a lower level. But we need to figure out how. Please make sure the document in the image is readable. Also, Bank of Melbourne app uses in-app camera with 8 pixels. Here's one I'm currently suffering. My key for my car doesn't turn. Alright? My key for my car doesn't turn. So I need to get a new ignition barrel and a new key to fit. So I've done this. I've got a new key and a new barrel. All I've got to do is remove mine from my car and I can replace it. Remember, I can't turn my key. I can put it in, I can pull it out, but it doesn't turn because it's jammed. That's why I need a new barrel. The process in order to remove the barrel, step 1, turn key to accessories. Step 2, put safety pin into hole, apply pressure, which will release the pin and spring out. Fuck yeah, that's easy as piss. That's easy as piss. How do I turn the key? How do I turn the key? How do I get this? So I can't get this barrel out because the key won't turn. Yeah, I walked away from it 2 days ago and I haven't looked back at it. I just went, yeah, I'm done. Step 1, turn key. It makes sense because when you turn the key, it actually lines the barrel up so that you can actually do that. And it makes so much sense from an engineering point of view. It's a really, really good, secure, easy to replace mechanism. Unless you can't turn the key. Why can't you turn the key? Oh, because the steering lock pin has released and the pin's fallen down and won't retract. The reason that is old cars wear out and things don't always work the way they're meant to, you know. It's things where it's a 25-year-old car, it's understandable that the steering lock pin has been a bit worn out and now it doesn't fit in anymore. I'll accept that. So now what do? And I bent my key trying to turn it. I've tried so many different methods, and I just went, yeah, fuck it. I walked away from that one for now because this is, yeah. What am I even doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Play some Minecraft. Hey, Coffee. Hello. Hope you're doing fantastic. I see you're helping out the zoo with some of that there, red type stone. Yeah, it was amusing. Not amusing, that's not the word. It was, no, there's other words. It was interesting trying to figure it out. Yeah. It also really just, yeah, anyway. Streamer brain. Yeah. It is something. It was weird though, because it was right. I mean, I was trying to troubleshoot it, and this is genuinely one of the reasons why I don't use schematics, because, well, no, I'm not even, this is why I don't use schematics. Why isn't it working? I did it according to the picture. But I don't, I'm not going to voice any more than that, because it's going to come across as me being a dick, when it's just, that's how I feel about, yeah, so. Hey, hi, hey, Eve, welcome in. Yeah, it's like, generally, it's one reason I just can't stand the program. As a general guide, yeah, they work in their places, but this is, yeah, I was watching it, and it's like, oh, but, and honestly, I could barely watch it. Every now and then I'd look up and I'd see the schematic and go, I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing. And then when the schematic disappeared, I was like, oh cool, I can actually see what I'm doing now. I can have a bit of a troubleshoot, see what's going on. Yeah, it was, yeah. Like, I don't want to tell people off, or tell people how to play. This is why I'm very much like, I should just shut my fucking face right now. But I'm an idiot who doesn't know when to stop talking. I don't want to come across as disrespectful, because it's just, yeah. Oh, if you missed the first half of stream, Coffee, I was having I had a mental breakdown in the first half hour. Yeah. Ooh. Literally the reason I didn't stream yesterday, because it was going to happen. Thankfully it wasn't too bad though. It was only a little one. I didn't get excited. I just kind of sat there and vented. But anyway. Yeah. I was just saying how I'm just over streaming. I'm just done. I'm just ready to pull the pin and just... But that's literally why I didn't stream yesterday. Because instead of opening OBS, I was ready to just put an announcement into the Discord saying I quit. I'm done. You need to learn when to fold them. And just count and just go, right, it didn't work out. Let's try something else. So, and by extension of that, from a non-emotional point of view, if I don't start being a bit more successful to a point where I can make this a viable income career, if it's not something I can proudly tell somebody, I'm going to be pulling the pin. Yeah, I'm going to be pulling the pin in the next few months, unless I can get to a point where it's no longer embarrassing to tell people that I play Minecraft. So yeah. You don't see anyone can make a living off streaming? That's fair. I do. But it's not just the streaming. It's also the YouTube. Like, I've never made monetization on YouTube, ever. I've been doing that for longer than Twitch. And I've never been paid a red cent for any of my videos. Ever. At the end of the day, I just don't have anything to offer the creative community. So, except for a bit of a personality. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna, yeah. What I know, what most that I know do usually have, and other shit, but yeah, exactly, yeah. But nothing else is getting me any money. Like YouTube doesn't get me any money. I have no other forms of income, and I can't offer anything with Patreons. You know, I'm not going to offer a schematic for this Hall of Fame. I'm not going to offer schematics for Redstone farms and shit like that. I'm not going to offer exclusive paywalled videos. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. So Patreon is... I have nothing to offer on Patreon for anybody to pay me with. I have nothing to offer really at all, except for my personality, which isn't enough to pay the bills. Well, downloads of what? This is my only world. You know? Also, he's an amazing builder, but heck, that's some big numbers. What number? What? Mostly that I know I do. Look at Hoof's Patreon, work the numbers and count it up. But heck, that's some... Am I meant to go to Hoof's Patreon now to look at these numbers and do the maths? I mean, yeah, he's an amazing builder, and I'm not trying to pop my own horn, but I thought I was a reasonably decent builder, which is, I guess, why some people come down. But I don't have anything more to offer than what I offer. I don't have anything to offer anybody. I think it's only embarrassing to tell people you play Minecraft because of where you live. Yeah, that's a huge factor. Also, because everybody I talk to is successful, and I am a 37-year-old living at home with no job and no future in sight. That's the reason I'm embarrassed, because I sit at home playing video games when I have no future, and I'm going nowhere. And I've got and that's why it's embarrassing, because when people, if you ask somebody, what do you do? And they go, I'm a plumber. And it's like, oh, cool. So you make a net positive income, you provide for the community, you offer you are a valuable asset to the community. What am I? I'm not a valuable asset to the community. I have no value to offer the community. Well, I do. Not enough. Not enough to a point where it's actually... And again, this is not me being emotional. This is me looking at the numbers. The numbers suggest I can't afford this lifestyle, playing video games every day, because the demand for it is not high. The supply is stupid high, and you have to have some niche that pulls you out of that and gives something. And after 4 years, I haven't found it. I maybe I should just go collect cans from the side of the road and just do recycling. I could do that. That's an income. You know? At some areas of farms, you made... MC edit out some areas of farms you made to share. I don't have anything valuable to offer. All my farms are slapped together good enough for me because I enjoy them that way. They're not good enough to put on YouTube. They're not good enough to fucking be efficient. They're not good enough to put onto the technical Minecraft Reddit. They're not good enough for any of that. My How to Redstone, exactly. There you go. I tried. I even try, and look what that got. Nothing. Okay? That was one of my most worked on videos to make sure. I did so much research. I spent days researching that. I spent more days writing out a script, even more days writing in the books, even more. I spent like a week on each of those videos. Why am I spending so much time trying to get people to like me? And that's it. Well, like, the only reason I'm trying this as a full-time job is because I've got no other fucking choice. I can't get a job. I've been trying. I'm either unqualified or I'm just not qualified. So I have no way of making content. When I say I quit in YouTube, I'm pulling the plug on streaming, I don't mean just streaming. I mean I'm pulling the plug on content creating. I'm leaving the internet. I'm done. I don't care anymore. This is not working. This is not working for anyone. It's not working for my girlfriend who's 2,000 kilometers away, who I can't be with and I can't support, and I can't even have, aspire to visiting because I've got no money. I don't have a future to offer her with where I'm going because it's going nowhere. I can't even think about having kids because I want my kids to grow up with this as a fucking role model. Regardless of whether it's YouTube, streaming, TikTok, Patreon, Kick, Instagram, whatever the platform is, I have nothing to offer on any of them. Well, I thought I did, but apparently it's just not in a high enough demand. So I feel like I got a lot to offer, but I got nowhere to market it. I don't know how to market it, so I'm just fucking done. Teaching the fundamentals and Dominic, I do. The videos are literally called how, like the playlist I have a playlist on my YouTube called How to Redstone. There's multiple videos. I was the first person on YouTube to get out a tutorial on how to build the button that Mumbo Jumbo built in season 6 or 5 of Hermitcraft. I was the very first person to get a tutorial out on how to build that. I think it got like 100 views. How to Redstone? Nothing. Yeah. Successful, in my opinion, is luck. It is. It is all luck. And any person who says you just have to work hard is a cunt, because all they're telling you is you have not tried hard enough. You are not successful because you haven't put in enough effort. Anybody who says that content creation is hard work and no luck, there's no luck. No, you can't say it's luck. It was all work. They put in a lot of effort. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And telling people that there is no luck involved just says, hey, you aren't trying hard enough. That's all that says. You know what I mean? It is entirely luck. Like, I'm lucky to be where I am with what I've got, but yeah. And I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I just want to be successful enough. Like, I don't want to be Elon Musk. I don't want to be Ronaldinho and have a bunch of fucking headlines on me. I don't want to be Asmongold with, you know, reaction videos and people trying to, you know, kill him over the internet because he said something controversial. I don't want that. I just want... I don't know. I guess that's part of it, and I guess I don't even know what I want. I guess I just want to be happy. I even lost track of what I'm doing with... Yeah. You need to shut up. Dominatus, Berlin is burning. This is legit why I didn't stream yesterday, because I knew that I was just going to end up just opening my mouth and saying things that just make me sound pathetic. And then go sleep before I Quim? What is that? Oh. Wait, you telling me to go sleep? Are you telling me to go sleep? Oh yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I'm doing great. Can I? Thank you. Yeah. Minecraft, yeah. You can see why I died to the phantoms, because I genuinely... this is why I completely ignore them. You're not lagging, that's just the thing. That's just... Yeah, you're right. But yeah, this is how I died in YOLO. It was just like, bro, you need to pay attention to them. I'm like, yeah, I really do when I'm not on my single player world, because I just ignore them. Fuck it, I can go in there too. Hey, the muscanet is a lifesaver for me. I can't complain about that. Whether muscanet goes slow or fast, I just have to. I mean, I'm just grateful that it exists, and that is a genuine grateful, because my alternative to using muscanet would be using a mobile hotspot. A mobile hotspot, or you know, use the world's first trillionaire's internet system. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the African. Yeah. That's how I started YouTube. I would upload my videos using a mobile hotspot. That's how I started. The only reason I wasn't streaming when I started doing YouTube is because I didn't have the internet. And then when I finally got muscanet, it was like, holy shit, I can stream I can actually have internet. I can actually watch more than one YouTube video without being concerned that it's eating my data. What? And then I started streaming, and I got involved in the Twitch community. I couldn't get involved in the Twitch community before 4 years ago because I didn't have the internet to do it. Than I do. He's in the middle of the fucking desert. I can't believe that you have worse internet than me. And it's probably because we're using Muscanet. That could be a thing. What's something and the internet dies? Don't miss those. Yeah, no, we definitely don't have that issue. Like, my issue with the internet is the major packet loss, which we do get a lot of. We do have major packet loss issues and a few other things, but yeah. I'm not vibing at all today, eh? On a bad day is infinitely better than ours on the best day. You should move here, then you can have good internet. Okay, no, that was a bad joke. Don't worry about it. Sorry. Yeah. Alright guys, we got ads coming up. So we're gonna take a $5. For those who need to grab yourself something to eat, drink, sleep, stretch your legs, grab meds, go to bed, make sure you guys do what it is you gotta do. Look after yourself. And it is Men's Mental Health Month, so just a reminder of all of our male privileges. For those who missed out on why Men's Mental Health Month is so important. Grab yourself something to eat, drink, sleep, stretch your legs, grab meds, go to bed. I'll be right back. I'll see you soon. Oh, look at that, right on time. Oh, did you guys hear that? Yes. If it went for you nips, I wouldn't sharing my mic to anyone. This is what I love. This is why I come back, and this is the reason I do come back, because inspiring so many people to play hardcore, inspiring so many people to play half hard. There's like, I can list more people than on one hand who've beaten half heart hardcore because I inspired them to do that. There is people who play hardcore who've joined YOLOcraft who've done so well because of my influence, and I do love that. I fucking love that. But and thank you for sharing that too. Do you care about Protoss, dude? I was playing some fucking I was playing some what do you yeah, I was playing some StarCraft the other day. Sorry, I was just talking to Mullet on stream, and he was just like, "Oh, we're gonna find someone to raid. Who's live?" And and he's like, "Wait, Nips, you're live?" And I'm like, maybe. Shut up." I had to comment on his. I had to compliment on his build. I had to compliment him on his build. The fact that people feel at home here, and like I said, that I provided a community where we play games. I was talking to Mum and Dad about it. I said it's one of the best things ever, having a community. I can jump on Discord and hang out, and people come and join me. And these are the people I want in my life. These are the people I want. So having that is something I will never forget. Everything people have done for me in the support and what I have achieved. Give me the opportunity to meet so many people, to show them what we're, it's, yeah. It's people like you that make me come back. And that's literally, it's the reason I don't ever want to leave, is because it's been one of the most positive influences in my life, has been joining the Twitch community and realizing I'm worth more than just hard labor. I got more than my body to sell. I've got a brain, I've got a personality, and I've got a heart. And that's where I really do, and just the thing I enjoy, and I do, that's all I want, really, is to be able to do that. I guess that's what I want. I just want to make sure it's viable. It's all well and good going across the country doing motivational speeches, but, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, Keish, you're loud. Keish, you're way too loud. Hey DJ, welcome in. Oh yeah, I did. What did you do? Shit, sorry. Oh yeah? What did you do? Yeah, you are too loud. I'm gonna turn your stream to mute. Yeah, sorry, babe, I didn't see what you did. I'll see that you said you did it. Yeah. Yeah, I did. What did you do? Shit. saw it and was trying to figure out what it meant, and by the time I actually got back to it to go, yeah, no, I don't know what this means, and now it's like, oh shit. I should have addressed that. First time I didn't know what it meant. Dun, 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 dun. Burps. My mum gets really, really offended by burps. I don't understand it. People can fart, sneeze. Nah, no problem. But don't burp in front of my mum. I don't understand that one. If people want to say there's germ contamination, what about sneezing? You know, I don't get it. ¿Qué pasa? What did you do? You said in chat, yeah, I did, and I just don't know what it's for. And I wasn't sure what it was in regards to. Yeah. Honestly, if anything has been misunderstood, it's probably 900% just me because, well, yeah. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm here. Hello. Gotta get up. I love this collaboration. For those who haven't actually hinted, this has got Devin Townsend involved in it. Devin Townsend is the main man from Strapping Young Lad, a Canadian band. Very heavy. Very good. Which is why this has got a slightly heavier... No, this is Witchcraft. It's not what I'm thinking of, actually. Here I am making up lies. Don't believe everything you see on the internet, guys. Most of the time, they don't know what they're talking about. Hate being sick. Hey, Beth. You sick? Why are you sick? Oh, it got worse. It got worse. I would need to make from serving some machines in order to move out. Yeah, it's definitely something that should be. It's a good maths. Just kind of wish we were closer together. The prospect of me moving to Melbourne's still very in the distance. I've got too much shit to figure out. Finding a job in Melbourne ain't going to be any easier than here. If anything, it's actually going to be harder. So, yeah, things you need before you move. A secure income and a place to stay. Ooh, well, those are two things I can't secure very easily. So I'm kind of like, I don't, yeah. Shut up, Nips. Trying to figure out how much money. Oh, yeah, you said that, yeah. And you were like, oh Lord, did you guys hear that? Oh, yeah, that was my elbow. That's my elbow. When I hyperextend my left elbow, sometimes it will crack like your knuckle. And before people say maybe you shouldn't hyperextend your elbow, you should probably see how far I can bend my elbow backwards. It's uncomfortable for most people. Most people think it's not natural to bend your elbow that way. It's just part of my anatomy. I'm just a bit more flexible. Apparently it's an ADHD thing, which I don't understand the correlation, but apparently people with ADHD have got are very flexible. And I was like, okay, and I can't remember where I read this once, but I don't know what's merit, but it was like, okay, well, I mean, I never, yeah, okay. Is an emu? I am an emo. Yep. For anybody who knows that reference, you are a Giga Chad. I'm not an emu. Wait, why am I an emu? I can't. Because I run? I'd like to know at some point why you think I would be harder to get a job here. Because my situation doesn't change when I move. I still have the same overheads whether I move or not. And when you're looking in a city for a job, you've got 100 people lining up all for that same job because the demand for work, there's a lot more people looking for work, which means I have to fight against other people who don't have the same overheads I do. That's why I feel that it's going to be harder to get a job in the city, because I have to fight against a bunch of other people who do not have the same restrictions I do. And they're going to go for the easier choice. So yeah. Joe's being spicy. That's not even my spiciness that's getting in my way. That's not even my spiciness getting in the way. It's other stuff. So, my personality's got nothing to do with it, but yep. And until I can see any support from any authority in regards to going back to the industry, I will not be going back to being an engineer until I can see some support that actually gives me some comfort. Because the last time I worked in engineering, somebody tried to kill me and I was forced to figure it out by myself, and I was told that I was the problem because no one else had it seemed to see any problem. And so I ended up getting diagnosed and found out I had ADHD and autism, and they were like, oh, okay, cool, so I am the problem. Cool. So until I can get any safety, comfort working back in the industry, I'm not going back on, I'm out into the industry. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if it's what I'm qualified to do and no. If the cops aren't going to step up when they need to, and the ombudsman doesn't step up, and the government doesn't step up, if no one steps up, I don't care. I'm not going back. Because it's not safe. My life is worth more than just a fucking monkey swinging spanners. More than just the spiciness. Yeah, this is, yep, that's one of them, yep. Hypermobile one. Oh, okay. 5 days. Let's heckin' go. Let's heckin' go. A 6? Oh, nice. Right. The problem with trying to find a job is it all goes to head office, and head office puts it through their AI machine, and their AI machine sees things. Once today's over, you are killing it. That is awesome. That is, no, you're killing it. The other reason of I hesitate moving somewhere, even if I do find a job, is because I struggle to keep the jobs because of... I do. And because of that, it's like, even if I do secure a job in Melbourne, it doesn't give me enough security to move there. Because who's to say that that job is going to last the next 6 months? Yeah, was that yours? Did yours pick Ashley? I can't remember. Was that Quinn? No, who did pick Ashley? Was it Mally? Oh, I can't even... I don't know whose it is. It's a good one, though. Reasonably priced apartments in the city. Afford together wants to start servicing. What about the cats? And... I think I'm just scared. Probably just being scared. But... also, I've never lived in a city, or wanted to live in a city. I mean, but like I was saying before, what I'm doing now isn't working, so... What do we got there? 135. Okay, there's a lot of... get you and the cats here. Yeah, that's... honestly, yeah, the idea of putting my cats onto a plane also kind of makes me just immediately say, no. No, I'm not putting my cats through that. That ain't fair on them. They don't know what's going on. I wouldn't do that to my cats. I'd have to drive them, and that sounds like a fucking nightmare. Pikachu. The cynical part of me is kind of just like, well, they'll die eventually one day, and then I won't have to worry about moving them anymore. Which is very, very fucking dark, I know. Get used to it, I'm a dark person. It's how I cope. Which honestly also makes me very sad at the same time. Just because, yeah. Decided to make me out to be a liar. Oh, really? The city either, but most of what I'm seeing there is more reasonable than anything out here. Fair enough. No, fair enough. I get that. Harness, and we drive them, and then that way, when they start getting stir crazy in the car, we can just take them for a walk. You know what I love most about that suggestion? You know the thing I love most about that suggestion? And it's not even... It's the tiniest little thing that has nothing to do with what you're actually suggesting. It's the fact that you said we. That actually really hit me. Just the we. That was an instant reminder that I'm not alone. Probably shouldn't. You're gonna make it a psycho thing and just be like, the fact that you didn't ask. That I didn't ask. Wait. No, what do you... didn't ask? Who didn't? The fact that... I'm not following. What didn't I ask? Or what was the question to be asked? That's the... Yeah, what was the question to be asked? Yeah. The fact that I didn't know. Oh, yeah. Ask for any suggestions and went and did it anyway when I probably shouldn't have. No, you were all within... This is why I keep telling people I'm a very difficult person to work with, and I fully understand that, because it is very much... don't offer Nip's suggestions. He doesn't normally take backseat driving very well, but at the same time... I kind of need it, and I kind of do. I guess it's... This is where it's hard, because it's... Yeah, it's like a time and place type thing. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just an asshole who doesn't know how to control himself. Cool. Fixed. Yeah. Hasn't made me out to be a liar. There are plenty of properties for around the same price as the apartments in the city, but they're all share houses, and fuck that noise. When you mean share house, do you mean it's like a duplex and you're sharing, like, so like there's a shared wall between it? Or do you mean like they're offering a room or a couple rooms? In which case it's like I wouldn't even entertain looking at that. Personally, it's like I don't want a room, I want a fucking house. Oh, it's a share house, there's people already living there. Well, I'm not interested. I'm looking at oh my god. Yeah. What does share house even mean? So it's like a room maybe with a private bathroom, but living... Yeah. Yeah, no, fuck that. No, that's like living in a hostel. You can't trust anybody. No. No, that's what you do if you're a backpacker. That's what backpackers do, because you're not planning on staying or establishing a life. You're just traveling through and just need somewhere to stay for the night. I hate how the modern Western world has come to this point where people just accept that you have to live with somebody you don't want to live with to get by. It's like, this is fucking so the dumbest fucking thing. It's like, no, you just got to get housemates. And what, did you have to do that? No. No, I'm pretty sure when you were 18, you got kicked out of home and then you immediately, went to go buy a house. 50 years ago, a share house was not a permanent thing. These days, you're looking for it's a permanent thing, because you can't live. Like, people are moving in with their friends, like two couples, just to pay the fucking bills. It's ridiculous, but it's like, but who the fuck wants that? No one fucking wants that. That is the definition of struggling. But a lot of people just say, oh, no, it's just the way it is. You just, it's just the way it is. You know why it's the way it is? Because the boomers won't fucking let go of the fucking housing market. They're too worried they're going to pay a capital gains, the fucking capital, stamp duty tax. So they don't want to sell their houses, which means they don't get back on the market because they're making a comfy profit renting it out, which means the next people trying to get a job can't get a house. Sorry, the next people looking for a house can't get a house because the housing market is no longer for people to live. It is now an investment. So they've taken all the fucking houses off the market. People are living in houses that they don't need to, i.e. where I am right now, 2 people living in a 7-bedroom house. Why? Because the owners, it's well, not necessarily, I'm not attacking anybody like directly there, but it's the same all over the world, and that's exactly what it is. People don't want to get rid of their house because they have to pay stamp duty. And it's like 17%. It's ridiculous. It's an investment property. Okay, all well and good. What about the next people moving up? Oh, they're just going to have to share a house. Did you? No, I didn't. So you've created a market that you're comfortable telling people how to live in, but never had to actually do yourself. Welcome to homeowners and the real estate market of Australia. If it's not bought by a money-hungry grub in Australia, it's bought by a money-hungry grub in Asia. And their 2 kids at one point. Yeah! What the fuck is that? Like, I can't imagine that. The idea of me having a kid and living in a share house. No, I didn't have to grow up like that. My parents had, they were struggling, just like yours were, but we had a house with our family. We didn't have, Randy from down the road who's just staying with us so we can help pay the rent. It was just my family. Every now and then we might have a visitor, like my auntie might stay over, or my grandma, or a cousin, that's fair enough. It's family. Oh, it's pissing down rain. I thought it looked a bit rainy today. I didn't think it was actually going to rain, though. Apparently it did. Apparently it is. 2K a fortnight at that point. part of my struggling, my own fault? What do you mean? Oh, as in you weren't spending your money wisely because you were making 2K, which means you should have been not struggling. Is that what you mean? Stay with us sometimes. Yeah, that's it. Which is, and it's all well and good, on the odd occasion type thing, and we don't mind that, And honestly, kids actually like that experience. The kids are like, "Oi, when's Andy coming over again? He was fun. He played Xbox with me." And then it's like, "Nah, he was just here on a work visit. He won't be up again." And it's like, "Oh, but I like, it's not bad on the odd occasion." They were cool. Exactly, Violet. These people can be cool. Welcome in, by the way. But is that a life decision? No. Randy's just staying the night because he's got some work in town. Because, or what, whatever the thing is. But it's not a permanent thing. It's not like, oh yeah, Randy's moving in because we can't afford to pay rent. So you 3 kids are staying in the living room. We're going to border that off with some cupboards. And Andy's getting the spare room. We're all just going to have to do our best just to, work together. And I'm like, I understand that sometimes this was also a thing, but also families stuck together. When you did have so many people in a family, you'd look at it and you'd be like living with your grandpa and your brothers and stuff like that, and your uncles or whatever. Never some random person off the street that you've got to vet. A lot of times when I'd get home from work, utterly exhausted, and just go, fuck it, Uber Eats. Yeah, okay, that sounds... Yeah, that does sound a little bit self-inflicted. This is, yeah. I never even look at Uber Eats because it's just... We gotta pay a $20 delivery fee just to get Uber Eats. It's like, nah, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just not going to eat today. It's pretty much how it goes normally anyway. Which reminds me, I didn't eat yesterday. I should probably eat something today. It wasn't Randy's moving in to help us out pay rent. It was, we're doing Randy a favour and letting him move in for 6 months. That, yeah. While he finishes studying. Exactly. Or Randy just needs to be closer to the uni so he can save, driving 2 hours every day back each way. And it's just like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, Randy can stay over there. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. I like terraforming. I don't like, but the problem is some of these projects are so fucking big that the terraforming I underestimate. And I severely underestimated the, I think I severely underestimated the size of this terraforming. Considering the base is 29 chunks by 29 chunks, and this circle is 39 chunks by 39 chunks. That's 39 times 16 is the diameter of the circle that we're terraforming. That's insanely huge. What is that number? Well, let's just go 40 times 15 for a real quick one, which is 600 blocks, give or take. It's approximately 600 blocks off the top of my head. If anyone wants to get a calculator out and prove me wrong, good. You're more than welcome to. I do like confirmations, but stand aside, quickly pop Macca's or Red Rooster. Yeah. That would, yeah. I didn't eat yesterday. I should eat today, my oldest daughter. Oh, really? I just, yeah. I only, I'm not good with hurdles. When there's a hurdle in my way that is not immediately solvable, I kind of just give up. in a lot of it. You know, like, I need to get into town to go shopping. I don't have a registered car. I don't have money to register my car. So then I just don't go shopping and I don't eat. Easy. Dinosaur hands heels off the ground. What does that mean? Work is not for the faint of heart, even with the easy clients. Oh yeah, no, fuck that. I couldn't work for disability. No, I couldn't do disability. I'm disabled enough as it is. The hurdle is she would have to cook. No, I mean, I don't mind that hurdle. I don't mind that hurdle. What do I cook? There's no food. There's no food to cook. That's my problem. So I don't eat. Oh, her hurdles is she would have to cook. Okay, so hers is entirely self-inflicted. Hers is just I'm lazy. Granted, it is ADHD, but that is the ADHD that we need to overcome, and we cannot expect other people to just go, oh, well, you know, they got ADHD, they just don't eat sometimes. You need to figure that shit out. I can't be bothered. You need to figure that out. Oh, I forgot. That's fair enough. I understand that one. You forgot. I get that. I have ADHD. Sometimes I don't eat for 3 days. I know what it's like to forget. I know what it's like to have so many hurdles in the way you just ignore it and just go, fuck it, I'm not eating. Because I don't have a registered car. I don't have a license. I don't have fuel in my car. These are examples. So you just go, fuck it. And you just don't eat. That's legitimately it. That's why I don't eat a lot of the days. There's nothing to eat. Oh, there is, but there isn't. Like, yeah, so I understand forgetting and I understand hurdles. I do not understand lazy. The need of a disability support worker. Yay. I'll be your support worker. You can be my support worker, and we can both just crumble together, I guess, at the end of it. Maybe we shouldn't be each other's support workers. And hands and... Oh, wait. I think I kind of understand. My niece would walk around on her tiptoes all the time. I think I'm following. Yeah, nah, my niece would do this all the time. She would always walk around on her tiptoes, and that was her comfortable position. She would just stand there, extra 2 inches taller than she was, because she was on her, just, you know, standing on the ball of her foot. And it was really strange, and it was always like, oi, flat feet. And she'd go flat feet. She just didn't know she was doing it. She had no correlation. She was just yeah, no. It just took us a while to get on the same page. As you could probably understand, that's not the most common of them. It is something that does, but it doesn't affect a lot of people, so not everyone knows about that one. I was fortunate enough to have somebody in my family who was subject to this condition, which gave me some exposure to understand it. You know, like, it's kind of like, you know, you hear a lot of people, they think of Tourette's like you're just going to swear. So if you tell somebody I've got Tourette's and you swear, nobody's going to bat an eye. But then if somebody comes up to you and goes, I like to stick poles up my ass, you're going to go, what the fuck? Why did you just say I like to stick poles up my ass? And you're going to go, I've got Tourette's, okay? And then people are going to go, yeah, so doesn't that mean you swear? And it's like, oh, okay, look, and then you got to start explaining to people what Tourette's is and all of the symptoms and stuff. Very similar with autism and ADHD. There's the broad spectrum that most people see and understand, and there's a few little nuances all over the place that aren't too socially understood yet. 90% of it is because we're all different, we all understand differently and stuff. But I'm not even joking. There are some people with Tourette's and they do come out with the most wildest statements, and they can include things like, I like to shove a pole up my ass, or I want to, my sister has herpes. Just random things like that. And it's like, what the fuck did you say? And it's like, legitimately, they have Tourette's. They could not help that. That was an impulse. And the longer you hold it back, the worse it gets for them. And people don't understand that with them. They just think, oh, he's got Tourette's, he's going to swear uncontrollably. Not all the time. most commonly, that's why we know that, but it's not always the case. And about no, we're just talking about neurodivergencies and how they're all different. Some people with ADHD, I think it's ADHD, have hypermobility, like myself, and my niece walked around on her tiptoes all the time. And it's a thing with ADHD that they do that. They can do that sometimes, and there's lots of different variations and things. Like a great example of autism and the generic way everybody thinks. Well, not everybody thinks, but with autism, everybody knows of a non-verbal autistic person. He's non-verbal, and you just go, okay, he's autistic as non-verbal. We know about that, and we know that a lot of autistic people don't like loud noises. We know that. But a lot of people aren't aware that autistic people don't like wearing clothes because there's something touching my skin and I don't like it because it feels, and it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes I can't deal with it. If I'm being sensory overload is essentially the same thing, if I'm being too worked up in one area, suddenly something else. And it's a similar thing with my glasses. I've said many times I can't see properly, or I can't see properly, and or I'm struggling to see that, and it's because I'm being overwhelmed with everything else. My eyes are subject to work better when I'm not overwhelmed, but if I am, the ADHD kicks in, and suddenly it's like I don't know what I'm processing. Released a cookie. So somebody at work with Tourette's the other week. Yeah, how'd it go? And they were just having a good time, and then suddenly out of nowhere she went, fuck off! And my brother was taken aback. He thought, like, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, no, at least there was somebody there. That's a hard one. That is a very hard one, people with Tourette's, because it's like, I didn't mean to say fuck off. That was just, fuck off. I didn't mean to say that. And they will. It's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. I think we should embrace these people and make them feel comfortable and make sure that they don't feel, because it is uncomfortable. It's the same as me being uncomfortable with my autism and stuff like that. It's good when people embrace it and support it, as opposed to, it does make you feel human again. As a little kid, according to them, their clothes were optional. Damn fucking straight they should be. Hair in the face? Oh no, bruh. Hair. Oh nah, yeah, hair's a bad one. I agree. My glasses are shocking because when I'm sweating, they fall down my nose and then I can't see properly. And now I'm trying to look out like this out of my glasses, so I'm getting peripheral distortion and I can't see properly. So then the autism kicks in, and I sit there and go, I can't see properly, and everyone just goes, get better glasses. And it's like, this isn't a glasses issue. This is an autism issue that I'm having that is causing me to not being able to see properly. Yeah. Of the opinion she is stuck under the bed. Are there humans? Do you have humans? Do you have humans over? They'll do it. Just wear it up all the time. Yeah, I mean, I got long hair. You probably won't actually. You probably don't even understand. I got long hair. It's You can't really. Yeah. It's just under the hat at the moment. I don't want to take my hat off because I'm going to take my headphones off and then I just can't be bothered. We did have humans. Oh, the humans are gone. Bullshit. The humans are gone. But the cat is not yet. Longer than yours? I reckon it probably is. I reckon my hair is probably a bit longer than yours. Not like excessively, but I reckon my hair is longer than yours, yeah. Being reminded I'm talking about ticks make them worse. I know you got a sore neck. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, not by heaps. Nah. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not like you've got a crew cut and I've got 70s fucking hair metal. It's just... it's not that bad. Bad? That bad's not even a word. You know, I need to get more basalt. At least I can use a fucking haste here. No, I can't, because I've just... There is so many effing beacons in this base, and they don't reach outside the walls. Well, they do, but not all of it. Certain areas get certain... Oh, look, I reached it. Listening. You got new rocks? Where'd you get rocks from? Rocks from the garden? Rocks from the shop? Rocks from a field trip out to the local volcano? I don't know. Maybe you're a local volcano. We don't. Not everyone does. I'm a very long way. Actually, I think you're a bit far away from a tectonic plate too. Actually, I don't think there's any volcanoes in Australia. Like, well, not definitely not inland and stuff. Roast lamb, yum. Oh, that's what I should do. I should get out the brisket for tomorrow. And try not to fucking burn it. Because this stupid fucking oven, I don't know what setting to use. Please don't go telling me that it's easy to figure out the oven, guys. Your input on this one is very unwanted because you're wrong and don't know what you're talking about. I will say that confidently before you come in telling me how to work my oven. Just no active ones? Yeah, that's yeah. That sounds about right, yeah. Yeah, no, they got stupid, like... Oh. It's like... Do I pick the one with the flames on the bottom, or the flames on the top, or the flames on the bottom and the top? Because... Or... And I'm... And what are the other 8 different options? I don't understand it. And there's no manual. There is no manual. So... I just Honestly, this is why I use the air fryer. But I'm really not gonna do a fucking brisket in an air fryer. Adamant that she can't get out of under my bed. I think your cat's broken. I think your cat is broke. Okay, you enjoyed dinner. I think it's going to be a short stream tonight. To be completely honest. Because I've been a bit just... Like, yeah, the one thing I do have to offer is, you know, my personality and positivity. And tonight, I'm not offering that. Not really. Because, yeah, soz. Just turn a dial and hope for the best. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've been trying this for a while, and every time I try and cook on a different setting. So one day I'll go back to the, you know, I'll try this setting. No, that burnt it. And so the next time it's like, righto, guys, I'll try and not burn it this time. So I try a different setting, and I go, okay, guys, sorry about that one. That one's really dry. I'll try and not do that again. Next one. Oh, guys, that is thoroughly undercooked. We're going to have to put that back in. How long has it been on for? 4 hours, and it's still not cooked? Yeah, okay, I'm figuring out these fucking settings, okay? And literally, because there is like 8 different settings, it's not one of those things you're going to figure out on the first go. Because I've got to cook 8 different roasts and figure out, or at least, you know, 2 or 3 to figure out which one's the one it's meant to use. And it's all a trial of error. And the worst part about it is, if it doesn't work, then I go hungry because I've just wasted dinner. You know, there goes a $50 dinner when you include the roast and the back. Maybe $50, maybe $30 for the roast, the veggies, you know, all of the effort put into it, and then you can't even eat it. So it's very much just like a I don't know if I want to actually keep trying to figure this fuck around and figuring out shit is all well and good for a hobby, not when I'm hungry. You know? It's just, yeah, it's not a viable solution, that. The Webex. Yeah, no, this is why I've got an air fryer, and this is why I use the, I mean, I could always try and maybe use the... I do have a smoker, but I don't have any wood chips or charcoal to, although, I could use natural wood. Hey, Lizzie. Hi. I could always use local wood and try and smoke it. I do love a good Weber. It's either on or off. Oh, you're talking about a gas Weber. I only use the charcoal Webers. But still, it's a Weber, which is better, yeah. Yep. Air fryers are great, but you can't put imagine roasting a Sunday roast in an air fryer. It just doesn't. Maybe it would work. Maybe it would work. I don't know. I don't know. Plus, I don't know how long the timer goes on that thing either. I don't think the timer would go for long enough. I do like my air fryer. I use my air fryer for so many things. But when it comes to, the roast, I just want an oven that I can use, you know. Hey, Shilly. Welcome in. Hey. Yeah, Beth's killing it. I like my crock pot rice cooker. Oh, yeah. I like my slow cooker, but again, a roast in a slow cooker. I'll do a slow cooked stew or a silver side. I love silver side. This is what I mean when I say I've got no food, right? I've got a roast. Okay, I've got food. I can cook a roast. But a roast is not just, you know, like that's a big commitment of a dinner. So it's kind of just, that's again, so like I'm not just going to cook a roast just for myself, just to eat because I'm hungry. You know? It's an occasion thing or something. I do my best cooking over fire. Yeah. Yep. I like cooking over fire. Or even gas. As long as it's not electric. As long as it's not an induction. I don't do induction. I don't. Because, with my experiences, they don't work. And now, before you guys tell me that inductions do work, that sounds like an experience you had. So, yeah. Like, ours is absolute shithouse. Mum complained about it since the day she got it. Ads, let's go. For those who've come in late, not late, but for those who weren't here at the start of stream, I had a mental breakdown in the first hour. I had a bit of a breakdown in the first hour. I can give you the TLDR if you guys want it. Or you guys can watch the VOD. But it's not a mental one. Like, no, it's all logical. I can tell you now, it wasn't an emotional breakdown. I know that. There's no emotion. It was just, it's all logic. It's all logic. No, I mean, I've already shared it. It's on fucking, it's on the internet. It's on my VOD. It exists. It's there. I'm not removing it. I'm not hiding it. I just don't want to bring up something that makes it, I don't want to be an attention seeker. You know what I mean? I just don't want to come off as trying to be an attention seeker. Regardless of, even if I'm not, it's very much like a... Okay. The TLDR is if streaming doesn't, and content creation doesn't get to partner levels in the next few months, or I don't start, or if I don't start getting paid off YouTube, pretty much if I don't have some break that tells me that this is actually going to be a viable future, I will be pulling the plug on content creation entirely. I'm done. So yeah, that's the TLDR. It's not an emotional thing. This is logical. It definitely came from a bit of a emotion type logic, or what do you call it, mental, you know, area, but run the numbers. It's, yeah. So essentially, you look at it, even if the local football coach has been helping kids get through for, you know, the last 20 years, and they're doing a fantastic job and inspiring heaps and a great member to the community, and everyone can only say nice things about them, right? Think about that person. How are they eating at night? How are they paying the bills? What does their future hold? They don't have a job. All they do is coach. And that gives them $50 a week. And you look at it and you go, this man's not quitting because he hates the community. This man's not quitting because he hates the passion and the hobby. And that's not why he's quitting. He's quitting because he can't put food on his table and can't proudly hold his head up and tell people what he does because it is not net positive. So, essentially, yeah, unless I can get a net positive, I'm done. Like, I'm not saying I want to have, 1,000 people watching. I'm not saying, I just want to have enough people to say, yep, I'm earning more than $50 a fortnight, $50 a week. Because I could be using this time to actually, I don't know. Look, my dad doesn't play video games. My dad owns multiple houses and is highly successful. My brother owns multiple houses and is highly successful. Was talking to him last year, and he was saying how he's almost ready to retire. He's a year older than me. And he's almost ready to retire. He's already got 2 houses, and he's almost ready to retire. He's a year older than me. My dad's got the same thing. My dad goes cruises around the world, checking out all these different countries, having life experiences, because he's at a position he can do that. He doesn't play video games. So, I just need to stop. Just pull my head in and just go, look, mate, we tried, but I guess playing video games just isn't for you. And yeah, it's again, I'm not trying to get like the attention where people go, oh, but nah, this is just looking at the numbers and yeah. Is it raining again? It is, it's raining again. Oh, it's my decision. I don't want to though. Like genuinely, I want to do this. I want to inspire people every day. I want to bring happiness. I want to bring smiles. I want to motivate. I want to teach. Like, I was actually saying this, I was saying it on stream, one of the most incredible things is something I will never forget, which is every person I've influenced over the last few years in a positive way. I never thought in my entire life would I have inspired so many people to achieve something that people thought was impossible. People said it was, I know that it wasn't, and we all know it wasn't, but there was so many haters and doubters out there that said we couldn't do it. Just give up, mate. Just give up. Half-heart hardcore's not for you. And what did we do? We gave those cunts the finger, and we won half-heart hardcore. And then after that, Zoo did, and Fatty did, and Hero did, and Glitch gave it a good hard fucking crack, and Lizzie gave it a good hard fucking crack. Jack Frost never played hardcore until we became friends, and I remember watching her first time killing the dragon in hardcore, and it was just like, holy shit, and I stopped stream just to watch her. I will never forget the people I've influenced in that way, the good memories. It's that you can't, you can't forget that shit, but those are the things you may want to hold on to that, but they're not. They don't pay the bills. So essentially, I've got a girlfriend who lives halfway across the country that I need to start making efforts to connect with. And so that's what I gotta do. Memories are good. And that's kind of what I live for. I don't live for money. I don't give a shit about money. It's my biggest problem. I don't fucking care. That's why I don't have sponsorship deals. That's why I've never pandered down to that crap. I don't care about money. I care about integrity, ethics, value. Kind of actually sucks because I'm kind of put my own, I struggle myself because, I don't want to go out and exploit people and say, hey guys, if you join my Patreon and get behind this paywall, you can have exclusive offers. No, I've always wanted to provide my services for free because it shouldn't be what I offer, which isn't that much, to be honest, but the personality, the inspiration, all that stuff shouldn't be behind a paywall. People shouldn't have to pay to get a bit of inspiration or a bit of a stuff. Nah, it's not for that. Black sheep of the family, all my siblings are successful. Yep, that's literally it. My younger brother joined the army. After joining the army, he missed out on 2 tours, and he was very upset about that. He goes, why the fuck did I join the army if I'm not even going to be used? So he left the army, became a police officer. After a year police officer, he said, I'm not doing this. This is corrupt as fuck. I came to help people, and this is one of the most corrupt organizations I've ever been. Oh, holy shit. So my brother left the police force because he realized how fucking corrupt it is. That they're out there for KPIs, not safety. They're out there to, revenue. This is what my brother found out working for them. This isn't me saying something spiteful. This is why my brother left the police. They were corrupt. It wasn't about helping people, keeping the community safe. It was about intimidating people into doing what you want, and about revenue. And that's why my brother went, I'm done. And then he was a security guard for a bit, and now he works on Brisbane Emergency Response Team. So when there's an accident on one of the highways in Brisbane, my brother is one of the first respondents there to help clear traffic and organise the place. My brother's got a lot of authority. You can imagine that. He was a bodyguard, he was a police officer, he was a Marine. My brother is one of those people that when he gets out onto the road and says stop, your car puts the brakes on for you. He's got that much fucking presence. Very, very, and he does, like, you just go, yep, this is a man you trust. So very, and you can see where he climbed from, from military, police, bodyguard. This is a successful person. And he's 5 years younger than me. 3 of my 4 brothers are married. Two and a half. Hey, Deveria. We'll go 2.5. I'm not going to get into the half. That's nor here nor there. Oh, we got a lot of... This is... Oh, geez, yeah. The terraforming here is going to be fun. I think it's got blown away by the, Yeah. I guess I just don't know what I want to do with my life, and I'm sick of going nowhere, and... Yeah. I don't know what I want. Just... Well. Why does it have to go so high? Blending it's going to be the fun part. To get a bow, a good knife, and fuck off into the scrub for a few months. Oh, God. Right. Yeah. I get more and more tempted to drive my car off the edge of a bridge. That's right, guys, I haven't yet. Um, my family to drop off the face of the earth. I honestly don't think I'd be much missed in my community, my local community. I might be missed on Twitch. But only to our hardcore community. Yeah, it kind of sucks having successful people around you because you just kind of look at them and just go, look, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying that I can, yeah. Just without wanting. Well, for those who noticed that, yeah, I didn't stream yesterday, and noticed that Swifty put up a post and I didn't put up a post saying I won't be streaming. That's because I was having a breakdown to Swifty at the time, telling her that I just want to put a post up in the Discord saying I quit. Oh, I know where that came from. No. I'm glad you landed here. Really? You have been a jet engine mechanic for 8 years. Are you serious? Dude, you're right up my alley. We speak the same fucking language. That would suck. This is, yeah. Hey, welcome in. Like I said, yeah, everyone here is the reason I come back. Yeah. If you're an aviation engineer, mechanic, I'm a hydraulic diagnostics technician. That was my specialty. Yeah, I was a hydraulic system diagnostic technician. So essentially you bring in a drill rig, a bobcat, an excavator, a lawnmower, or whatever machine you have, and I would diagnose why it's not working and then rectify that. The best bit about it is I was not confined to theory only. I was not just the diagnostician, I was also the repair technician, which was the best bit because I didn't just tell somebody, hey, this is what's wrong with it, go fix it. I'd have to go out, figure out what's wrong with it, and then I got to fix it. And my master, the guy who taught me pretty much everything I fucking know, the reason I'm the reason my standards are so high in engineering and mechanics, and the reason why I've got such a good warranty rate is because I worked for a guy who had 6 trades. One of those trades was aviation engine. Was aviation. We learnt all about what's the word? Not UFOs. Oh, what were they called? They weren't called UFOs. There was another name for it. Essentially, look at this, right? This is what you need to think about. Anybody who's actually... How many times have you heard of a truck breaking down? How many times have you heard of a car breaking down? How many times have you heard of a forklift breaking down? You heard of all of these. UAP, that sounds very projectile. Unidentified accelerating projectile. I can't remember. It's projectile though. Yeah, I'm trying to think what it is. It's unidentified something projectile. Now, all of these things, they all break down, right? Everything breaks down, which is fair enough. We have a certain level of failure that we have to accept. Everybody does. Every trade. There's a certain level of, I can't achieve that, viably. You just fuck around with animals and lick rocks. Yeah, it sounds like me. That sounds like me. So, with an aeroplane, you don't have that level of freedom. You can't leave a 10 mil in the panel because that 10 mil socket will become a projectile. Hey, Dolly. Unidentified aerial phenomena. Okay, I thought it was a projectile. But yeah, it becomes a projectile. And that could pierce the side of the hull or the fuselage or the cabin or anything like that. It could, fly across in some turbulence and stab somebody in the face. You can't leave anything loose in the engine bay of an aeroplane. Nothing. You can't leave anything. This is the standard I was trained to achieve. So I don't get warranties. I never lose a tool, ever. Everything is always documented and stuff. It's, and that's why, I've got such a high standard of engineering, because I got taught by some guy who it would not accept anything but perfect. And fuck, it was hard to achieve. You like the orange top? Do you, Dolly? Look at this, Dolly. Look, Dolly. It's actually, you can't, I don't know if you can read that. Wait up, let me see if I can get it around here. See if you can read that. There you go, look. It's a conversation starter. It's actually, this shirt is actually for men's mental health, because not enough men talk. Men don't talk because we've been taught our whole lives to shut up, man up, and get over it, and just man up. That statement alone tells you everything. That's the problem. Men don't talk. Men are forced to provide. They're not meant to be weak. They're not meant to be vulnerable. Men are meant to be solid grounds. And guess what? It's okay not to be okay. Men have feelings too. And sometimes we just, sometimes people are going through things we don't know about. Sometimes they just, I was patterned. It was patterned though, and I outgrew it. Oh really? It was patterned? Well, this one's got patterns on it. It's got, look at it. It's got really cool. It's not just a. I can't really. Yeah. It's not just a your standard one, but it's really cool. I like it. Leave a knife in the pylon that damages the end. Oh no. Yeah. You understand. This is what I mean when I said you talk my language. You understand now what I'm talking about, because I got trained by an aviation technician, who also worked in the military. He got trained as an aviation technician in the military. This cunt was, oh god, he was a nightmare. But he also made me one of the best, yeah, fair enough. It got to be interviewed, yeah. Apart from the reflective strips, it does start a combo, exactly. Mid-flight, get fucked. The amount of redundancies in an aircraft is actually insane. For those who don't know, there's actually 3 hydraulic motors in an aeroplane, so that if one of them breaks, the other one will take over, and if the other one breaks, the other one will take over, and each motor is capable of running the entire aircraft at 150% capacity, which is way more than, way less than it can do. So it's just like, it's perfectly fine. Any one of those 3 hydraulic motors, this isn't a standard Boeing 747 and shit, any one of those 3 motors can run the entire bit. You can have 2 hydraulic motors shut off completely, and you can still fly that aircraft. The amount of redundancies in these things is insane. So yeah, the fact that you can turn off an engine mid-flight, that is crazy because of their redundancies. A C5 Galaxy, I'm not familiar on a lot of airplanes. I know the A7, A80, the big Airbus, whatever that is, and I know there's the Boeing 747, 737. I don't know much more than that. Like, 4 engine cargo. Oh, that's 4 on the wings, right? Aviation code is written in blood. A little bit. It's huge. It does sound big, yeah. That's like one of those, what do they call it? The ones that carry the tanks and shit from, and shit. Not the Goliath. What do they call it? The Titan? Not the Titan. The, it's a thing. Hey, Dolly, thank you so much for the gifted sub to, to Glitch? Thank you so much. Dude, thank you. Drive a bus through it, right? Right. We don't talk. Actually should more, thanks. Yeah, it's it. I'm dealing with a health issue in the back. Well, this is my issue right now. Is yesterday I almost didn't stream. Yesterday I almost put up a thing into the Discord saying I quit. I'm done. I just can't do this anymore because my mental health has been that shit. So yeah, men do need to talk. And that's actually one of the reasons also I do keep bringing these things up, and I do try to, not hide when I do have problems, because I want people to respect them and stuff. Yeah. Wait, what? What pick? Who's pick? Pick. Hey, Ola. Pick. What are you doing? What does that mean? Oh, you're crazy. How's work? I hope work's going well. I hope work is going fantastic for this morning. But yeah, men need to... God, come on, get on and be comfortable. Wrong chat? Maybe. For a man to admit they're struggling. This is very true. Dwayne The Rock Johnson mentioned that. He says it vulnerability is a sign of strength, not weakness. And which is definitely something I really, really try to hold on to, because it's things like that that I need more men to hear, because I'm one of those men who need... So I need to try and help facilitate a world that I need by providing that same courtesy to others, you know? Say the least. Mental health is low. Yeah. Well, this is why I've been real quiet, and I've been a bit of a I've not been good lately. That's why streams keep getting missed and stuff, and like yesterday I was just sitting here crying, messaging Swifty, saying I don't know what to do, and she was like, "Do you want me to message and cancel stream?" Because I couldn't do it. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't do it, so Swifty had to do it for me because I was fucked. I was an absolute fucking wreck. Back to work. Have a good one, Ola. Thank you for coming in. Always so confused whenever I worry over him. It's important. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think tonight's going to be a short stream. I'm not feeling it. And I'm just being, not a negative Nancy. I'm just not being as positive as I'd rather be. I'm not good. That's all. It's, yeah. Yeah, I'm always cancelling streams, and I want to make this a viable working thing, and if I cancel stream, the reason I come to stream though is to see you lovely people who give me the, remind me why I'm still here, why I try, and what it is, what my purpose is. So, thank you, Violet. I really appreciate that. It's taken me a long fucking time. It's taken a long ass time. Almost 3 years? Shit. Have we known each other that long? Oh shit, nope. There we go. Thank you, Deveria. I do appreciate that. Need to encourage you more? I've got... Encouragement and moral support is never anything I've actually really ever appreciated, dare I say. I don't like, you can do it, you got this. I don't like that. It feels like virtue signaling, like I'd rather, instead of moral support and saying you can do this, just having people rock up is what is that's it. That's what makes the huge one. Appreciate that, Dolly. Thank you. Dolly, why do you stream so late? I never get to come into your streams. No, this is huge, Violet. This is what I was saying before about my terraforming project being a little bit because you're a Brit. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that actually, yeah, I fully get that. Yeah, it's the same thing. Why do I stream when I do? Because Australian. Like, all the Americans complain that I stream too late or too early, but then when I stream, all the Europeans are waking up in the morning and they come in, hi Nips, good morning, you guys start your day to a Nips stream. And all of the Australians finish their day to a Nips stream. But if I do that, who's in the middle? Ah, shit, America. So they don't get to see me at all. It's yeah. Can be hard. Didn't ask for help till my issue got really, really bad. But this is also true, Deveria. One of the reasons men don't ask for help is because it has to get to a point where it is so bad that before people take notice of it. Like, a man can be screaming for help, saying, every day, but no one will do anything until he drives his car through the bank. Then suddenly people are going to go, holy shit, we should have paid attention. That's the biggest problem with men looking for help, which is the biggest reason men don't look for help. Because if you ask in a calm, collect voice, people are going to go, you're a grown-ass man, you can figure it out. Or, mate, Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, we all got tough times. We've all got tough times. You're not alone. And you're like, I'm really genuinely trying to open up. I'm fucking struggling right now. And you're just telling me, don't worry about it. We're all going through something. Thanks. I'll just ignore the oppression and whatever else is I'm going through that I've tried to bring up with somebody. That's one of the reasons we don't talk. Why would I fucking bother bringing anything up when it just gets dismissed? I was open to appreciate that, and mine are always open too. This is another thing. My inbox is not open just for this month. My inbox is open at all times. If anybody ever needs somebody to talk to, it is something I've always needed. Where just to have somebody to talk to, whether they were there to help, I just needed to vent. Sometimes I needed that person to get shit off my chest. I want to provide that courtesy to everybody else. So my inbox is always open. I may not be able to help. I may not get back to you straight away. Sorry. But what do you mean ads start? Oh, did you guys snooze them? I don't know what happened. Did you snooze the ads? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. And that's the problem. That's why men won't ask. And then the men will get to a point where, they'll do something highly extreme. And people will look and go, man, he should have just asked for help. And it's like he did. Oh, my fuck, that cunt asked for help 1,000 times. And similar to banging your head against a wall, eventually you realize it is not working. So I'm going to stop banging my head against the wall. And you stop asking questions. It's just not worth the fight. Thank you for the follow there. Milan Pro. Oi, Americans, listen up. Perk up your ears. Pay attention. Very important. You guys are going down on Saturday. Just thought I'd point that out, okay? For those who don't understand what I'm talking about is the Socceroos are coming for you on Saturday. I don't know actually what time it is for America. I actually don't know what time it is. Dude, Lizzie, it's the USA versus America World Cup in Seattle Saturday. I'm a huge football nerd. I know not everybody likes the soccer and the football. The point is it's America and Australia. That's a good game. America is a good team. Australia is a good team. Which honestly is really, really, people really underestimate Australia. Genuinely, people underestimate Australia when it comes to soccer. And then they watch us play and they go, holy shit, you guys are good. And it's like, we are world champion. Like, we got into the quarterfinals in 2012. The quarterfinals. That is the top 4 countries in the world. And people look at Australia and go, don't you guys just throw a boomerang? No, we don't just throw boomerangs. We can also play football. So yes, that game, and that's what I'm saying. All Americans, you watch out because the game's on Saturday and I will be bringing it up and I will be harassing. I won't be harassing anybody, but I'm going to be watching it. I want to watch it. I'm probably going to stay up for that. I reckon I'm actually going to stay up and watch that game. If anybody who wants to watch it with me, I might even watch it in the Discord. We know how exciting soccer games can get. You can be staring at that screen for 50 minutes before, anything fucking happens. I understand soccer. It's not the most thrilling sport. But when it happens though, bruh, you're like, dude, did you see? Dude, how did I... What? I love a good game like that. Like, you look at Australia's goal. Look at Australia's goal against Turkey. Holy shit, it was a good goal. I did not expect it to come. And it was just suddenly like, get fucked. We're 1 up. And then we won 2-0. The second goal, not as impressive. It was good, but I was impressed with the first goal. The first goal was the one that made me just go, holy shit, that was a fucking good goal. We're bad because we don't call it football, we call it soccer. I mean, that's because most of the world calls it soccer, so it doesn't make much of a difference. Hang out, even though I don't care for sport. No, but yeah, I mean, I get that, yeah. Hang on, if the Aussies do not win that match, I will be back to haunt me. No. This one actually really sucks because we've got Paraguay, Australia, Turkey, and the USA. I don't care for Paraguay. No offense, but I've got no South American countries, I've got no attachment to. So I don't, Paraguay, okay, whatever. Turkey, I'm not demographically involved. Australia, well, I may have some certain, I may have a certain attachment to that place. And America's obviously got some relationships as well. And I've got a lot of American friends. I have no friends from Paraguay or Turkey that I know of. Is anybody here from Turkey or Paraguay? Please raise your hand. Actually, no, don't raise your hand. Just put a 1 in chat. I can't see your hands anyway. Scored 3. Oh, really? That was the Argentina game. Let's fucking go. I didn't see that. I did see Germany walk over Caracau? Cacoba? Their mob? Those mob? Germany 7-1. Curacao. One of those ones. Yeah, I love soccer personally. Like I used to play semi-professionally, so I've got a huge attachment to the sport. When you used to get paid for it and played internationally, you kind of sit there and go, I like this game. What is and now. Later. I said it right the first time. Curious. See, I can't remember what I said. That's the problem. I can't remember what I said. I'll show you guys Curacao. Okay. I was trying to remember the sound of it, and I was also trying to remember how it's spelt, because I know if I saw the word, I could pronounce it. If I saw the word, I do know that it's pronounced like Curacao. I think is Curacao or something. See, if I see it, I would be able to, like, but I'm just sitting there going off the top of my head trying to remember how to pronounce it, and I was like, I don't know. Here's some of the off-camera mining I've been doing, guys. For those who were here before, I said I was doing some off-camera mining. I've gotten rid of... Can you believe I do not have my brightness booster up? This is no brightness booster. That's because of the frog lights. Like, if I turn the brightness booster up, it makes no difference. Can you see the difference? You can see the difference back there. There is, like, no difference. See how bright it is. Give 10 subs. Oh, really? If we beat the Americas, you'll give 10 subs. Yeah, it's only really slight. That's how bright it is. But I want to get under here. I've got 2 ideas for this, right? Firstly, I want this all to disappear anyway. But I was having a idea for the floor. I was having an idea for this floor, right? I can either continue this pattern here down. Yep, I can either continue this pattern here down deeper, so it looks more all cooler, or I make I just mine all but the ores, because I was thinking that'd look really cool if I just left behind all of the ore and you could just see down into it all. I thought that'd look cool too, but I'm not sure just yet, so I'm kind of just leaving it here for now. Cheering for Australia over USA. Oh, let's go. Oh, because you're Canadian. That makes sense, yep. When is the match? I think it's Saturday at 3:30 a.m. for me. Saturday, 3:30 a.m. That's my time, give or take. Australia time, anyway. What group's Canada in? I don't even know who Canada's got in their group. I don't even know. Like... I can't remember. I did see that the Urais were in. I just can't remember who was in the group with yous. Because that makes a huge difference too. That makes a massive difference to whether you can get through to the cup. They make you do maths. I don't know the thing. It's currently 7 p.m. now. So it'll be Friday night. It'll be Friday night for Europe because you're 9 hours behind me, right? So it'll be 6 p.m. give or take, from my understanding. Which means it's probably like a day, which means it'd be like a midday game in Seattle. That'd make sense. I think that, yeah. 8 p.m. Friday? Okay, I said 6. I wasn't far off. It was just off the top of my head. From Google? Yeah, okay, that's where I got mine from too. That's where I got mine from. Oh, also, yeah, I reckon some of those time zones are a bit messed up because I read mine in Eastern, not Central. So there you go, yeah. So Friday, 8 p.m. for Britain. It'll be sometime in the early afternoon for America, which actually sounds exactly when Lizzie's going to be asleep. And no, I'm an idiot. That's when she's asleep for me. I'm a dumb cunt. And like, yeah, 3:30 a.m. for me. 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I believe. Look, I could be wrong, but there is well and truly more than 2 hours between Vancouver and Britain. Or Seattle and Britain. There is way more than 2 hours between those two places. Whenever though, yeah, true, yeah. I've learnt this. Yeah, no, but I was thinking. See, when I thought like mid-afternoon, for me, you'd be asleep in my mid-afternoon. And then I was like, wait, I've noticed this is your mid-afternoon, which means you are awake. Duh. I'm just time zones, a lot more hours. Might live stream your reaction. What, your reaction of the game? Live stream your reaction of the game. That's going to be the most boring reaction video ever. It's just going to be like, yep. Oh shit, I missed it. Who scored? Crap. Friday 1 p.m. That makes more sense. See, that makes more sense. Like I said, early afternoon. Really early afternoon. That's what I said. And 1:30 p.m. That's pretty consistent with an early afternoon, if you ask me. I think I was bang on. Yep. Hey, back. I don't think I'm going to be on computer much longer. Some of the nerves in my right hand are being a little silly. I'm thinking about finishing soon. I actually said that about 20 minutes ago, but then we've just kind of been talking. Although it's not really exactly like we've got a high vibe rant talk or anything. It's just kind of, I'm very much just existing. Yeah. We had big rain here before. You guys can't see this, but right there at the very bottom of the screen is a cat. You just can't see him. In operator mode, oh, that'd be my free cam looking thing. Do you mean when I do this? Do you mean this? My free cam? I use Tweakaroo. It's got a built-in free cam option. Although any free cam option it will work. Really? Who you miss? You miss Dame. I'm not sure. Who do you miss? Who do you miss bullying? Just be judicious when you do get a free cam mod. You're not cheating if you're on a single player world, because single player, it's your rules. Do what the fuck you want. But yeah, just as long as you outline your rules, you know what I mean? Oh, that's another one. I just so people know, I ignore emotes that are in the middle of sentences, because an emote is something you put at the end of a sentence, kind of like a lol or a happy face or something like that. Once words are replaced in the middle of sentences or anywhere with an emote, that emote is no longer a word. It is now an extension beyond the sentence. It is an illustration that adds to the sentence. I had to scroll my mouse over to the side to bring up the emote to find out what the emote said to understand what you were talking about. What I'm going to do later is I'm going to be removing that as an emote. Yeah, it's replaced with an emote. And I know why. And I had this huge thing on it a while ago. Like, we removed all of the fucking emotes that were fucking plaguing my chat, because somebody would say, I like music, right? But then like would get replaced with a love heart, and then music would get replaced with some vibey thingies, and then I'm looking at it going, I don't know what I'm reading. I want to read the fucking sentence. If you want to put some music after it, go for it. You want to put a love heart after it, go for it. As soon as you start replacing words with emotes, that is no longer a word. That is a picture that I can't read. Not fluently, not... Anyway, so yeah, I need to get them all removed. I think Hero is the other one I need to remove. Yeah, I need to remove Hero, and I need to remove Kyle. Yep. In the chat in your stream. Oh, really? So you can see it, though. You did see it in the chat, didn't you? So yeah, grab a I use Tweakeroo for my free cam. It's really good for cheating. Look, see, you can, you know. Oh, look, there's diamonds. Wait, where? Let's look for diamonds. We can cheat, guys. Let's cheat. Oh, look, diamonds. Guys, look, we found diamonds. Oh, guys, we found more diamonds. Oh, you know what we should do? We should make a headway straight for those, and I don't fucking care. It's diamond, I don't care. Oh, look, it's diamond. Here, look, diamond there. We're happy. This is why I don't understand when people are like, yeah, but you're using free cam. You can cheat and go looking for diamonds, and it's like, bro, this is the diamonds I've collected without free cam. I genuinely, I don't care. What the fuck? So yeah, it's just like, are you cheating? And it's like, how? Because you can see structures. I've already been there. It's no advantage. It's no advantage. Like that. People do it all the time. It's similar if you write cake in Hoof's chat. It comes up with a cake spinning around in circles. So you can't read the word cake. You just have to know that that's what it is. That's what I hate. You're guilty, are you? Go to jail. Oh yes, here, like, yeah, there, like emotes like yes, and cat jam makes sense because I'm just looking, going, oh, that's easy. That's very quickly, and they're not ordinary. Yeah, and they're exactly like, I will put yes at the end, and I can see it's a cat nodding, and I recognize that one, but it is an extra added to the end. If you write the word yes, it won't replace it. You have to go out of your way to do it, which means if I write, oh yes please, I'd like that, it doesn't, that sentence does not get molested. But if I want to and I go, oh yes please, I'd like that, yes, put the cat nodding at the end, which would then confirm, like, this is a positive sentence that agrees with you. You know, it's just a... See, look, with this one here, Deveria, I can't read that. I don't know what that is. So I now have to go down and click it, open it up, and it says, I love it here. I had to manually look for that to see what that said. This is my biggest problem with it, because it's just like, I can't see that from here. Again, I can't see that from here, Dolly. So I will now click on it. This one, I can't see even once I've enlarged it. So I'm now going to lean in so I can see. Dolly P. Diner. Oh, it's a rooster giving me the glare. Can you see? This is why I hate emotes, because I have no give a shit about style and trends and everything. I have a thing with communication. Don't give a fuck about how fancy your handwriting is. It's like calligraphy. Fucking sick cunt. Now throw that pen in the bin and just write with a typewriter, because no one can fucking read it. I'm not talking about all calligraphy. Calligraphy is beautiful, and when used in the correct places is nothing wrong with it. But time and place. Time and place. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. The cock's name Diner because he's a cock. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's a cock. It's not a rooster. It's a cock. You know why? You guys know KFC. You know the Australian, not equivalent, but the competitor, Red Rooster. You guys have heard of Red Rooster. Do you know why they called it Red Rooster? Because they couldn't call it cooked cocks, so they called it Red Rooster. It was just the only other option. We should call the place Cooked Cocks. Oh wait, no, we shouldn't do that. Red Rooster? Red Rooster sounds better. We'll go with that one. Yeah. We'll do that one. Apparently nobody wanted to eat a cooked cock. I don't know. Weird. Is like awkward non-cursive. Swifty can read my handwriting, and that's good enough for me. Swifty's actually impressed by my handwriting, going, holy shit, that's neat. And I'm just like, that's good enough for me. I don't think it's very special. I honestly think it's pretty bad. But the point is, if Swifty's impressed by it, it's good enough for me. I miss chicken. Chicken is good. I like chicken. But depending on how it is. It is stunning, but it shouldn't be used in everyday. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's kind of like, you know, if I was writing in if you're writing a resume for a new job, you're not going to put emotes in it. You're also not going to use cursive. You're going to use Arial Black or Times New Romans, and you're going to type that shit up so it is readable by a computer to the T by a 5-year-old, you know? It's not about flash. I don't care if it smells like fucking... What did she make it smell like again? It's scented. It smells like roses. What did she make it smell like? You know what I'm talking about, Swifty. It's scented. No offense, but just want the fucking words. Just want the fucking words. Better than all of my brothers, which is like 90% of men I know. That's what I mean. Like, I'm happy with that because, yeah, as long as I've stepped up to a point where I'm not a generic male handwriting, I'm over the moon because, yeah, I've lifted my standard above the acceptable is acceptable. I miss chicken to being married for 4 years. I miss chicken too to being married. Wait, is there a grammatical error there that I'm not understanding? They mention the specific scent. Oh, they don't actually mention the scent? That's probably why I couldn't remember it. I was trying so hard. I'm just glad you understand what I was talking about. I'm just adjusting myself. Don't worry about it. Oh, I get it. I get it now, Swifty. Thank you. Thank you. I get it now. I'm slower than my own jokes. It's legible. That is it. I spent a significant few years training myself to write better because I couldn't read my own handwriting. What I would do is I'd focus on one letter for a long time until I got it. I'm not even joking. I would write an A, the letter A, and I would just try different ways until I found the one that looked good. And then every time I wrote sentences and words, I would make sure that one in particular letter, that was the only thing I focused on. I don't care if the rest of the word was illegible, as long as that one letter was good. And slowly, I'd then get 2 letters, and then 3 letters, and 4 letters. And then, after I'd learnt to master most of the letters, by the time I got to J, it was really, really easy because I just followed my example from a G. I had the same hook as my G on my J. Boom, half the work's already done. All I had to do was remove the 0 and put a dot on top. Easy. So, years not focusing on how to improve my handwriting, how to improve how each individual letter appeared individually. And as long as that letter looked good and I was happy with it, and every now and then I still look at my handwriting and I still try to improve it and I still look and go, I don't like my E's. And it was actually recently that I actually did that. Not recently, but in the last 5 years, I noticed my E's, I didn't like them. So I started flattening the bottom of the hook. No, flattening the bottom of the circle. And I like them better now. And that's all it is. It just took a lot of time. No rush. Years. And eventually, I was able to write neater. Just, what did they say? I had to apply myself? I think shit. God damn it, I think I just had to apply myself. Alright. Oh, burp. I never mentioned this, but yeah. Alright, guys. You know what? I know we're vibing, and I cannot express how much I appreciate all of the lurkers, and this is what I was talking about at the start of stream, when I don't like the idea of no longer doing this. I want to do this. It's just, I want to also have a proud life that I can help support Swifty, and we can start, working towards our future together. I'm probably just not seeing things very well at the moment due to bad mental health and situations, so honestly, it could just be a bad mental space at the moment. But the point is, I was ready to quit yesterday, and on stream today, I have been paying attention to, like, Velvet, you've been here most of the stream lurking. Cat and the Go, most of the stream lurking.
Tarnies for stream. Always happy to see you online less than 3.
Tarnies for stream. Tarnies for being here, Bethany. Tarnies for coming down. Appreciate it. I'm sorry, I'm not taking the piss out of you. You're just if you need to talk seriously. Yeah, like, my DM's are always open. I just don't know what to say and stuff. No, blending, welcome in, mate. Thank you for coming in. But no, genuinely, this is what I say. I've been watching the numbers of the stream. I would not come down if I didn't have 40, 50 people every stream that make me feel included and wanted and accepted and give me a purpose in life, and that's what you guys do. And I have noticed that, like, if I had nothing to offer and no value to provide, I wouldn't have all of you guys rocking up and lurking. There is so many people here. I guarantee you, if I go through that list of who is here and who has spoken in chat, I can call out about half of the people in currently watching. Half of you lurkers, I know you're there, and I really appreciate it. I'm not going to call you out, but I look down, it's just like I'm sitting there going, these numbers are not correlating the people that are chatting, so I know there's more people watching than chatting, and that means the moon. That's what brings me back every day. That's what makes me go, I want to play Minecraft. It's nothing to do with the fame and the clout. That'd be a bonus. It's got to do with a good community of cool cucumbers that I get to hang out with and that want me around. So thank you all of you lurkers. I hope you're having a fantastic morning there, Blending. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. So yeah, thank you guys, everybody, for all the lurks and stuff. Push Nips around the place more. Wait, push me around? Don't push me around. You know I'm a weak bitch. No, you know I'm a bull. Don't be bullied. No pushing. I've got an inner ear problem. I'll lose balance. Just made that up. I hope it. I just decided I have an inner ear problem just then. Who are we raiding? Well, I'm just having a gander-rander. Lily's doing another Minecraft sponsored stream. But we went there for her birthday. We went there for Lily's birthday. No, it was partnerversary. No, it was birthday. Get me noticed more? I'd love that. That's all I want. I don't care if people sub. I don't want subs. I don't want donations. I just want people to be here. It's kind of like you. It's like I don't want you to send me money. I don't want you to send... I don't want it. I'm going to make sure I word this correctly. But at the end of the day, I just want you here. Has no one... Did they just start stream? I've got nobody with no viewers. I'm actually interested who this is. That's not the priority. You know me. You know I'm terrible when it comes to money. I don't care for it, which is my worst thing, because it's like, Nips, you need money, and I'm like, no, I don't need money, I'll be fine, and then I'm out of money, and I go, shit, I need money. And it's like, what do you do spending it all? It's like, money doesn't bring happiness. Money pays the bills. As long as I've got enough money to pay the bills, I don't need any more. What am I going to do with more money? It's going to sit in the bank. I only need enough money to, I mean, yeah, I want more to save up for future potentials and stuff, but there's a point, like if I'm earning 500,000 a year or something, it's like, what the fuck am I going to do with all this money? Like it gets to a limit where it's like, I don't need all this money. I don't want a yacht. I don't want a mansion. I don't want an island. Resort. I don't want any of these really expensive things. A private jet. So I don't need that much money. Like, I don't need that much money. Bethany Jean, this is what happens. I just end up talking shit, and then we end up out like rating more. Well, we got 4 people now. Who are we looking at? I didn't see it. Did I miss it? 50, did you tell... Did you say who it was? I didn't. No, you didn't. Okay, cool. Bear, thank you so much for the gift of subs. Oh, Dame the Retired got a sub. Get fucked. I didn't know Dame was even following. I didn't think he was. Start a hype train. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, somebody does. This is not the first time. I've had Golden Kappa train start at the end of the stream, and I was like, okay, seriously? Seriously? We had a treasure train yesterday that was at the end. Horrible consumer. I don't need money. I was looking at them, yeah, I haven't rated them in. Actually, you know what? I haven't rated them in a minute. Hey, Moonlight, welcome in. Using the same place fund? Oh, that'd be really appreciated. But, we'll work it out. See, the way I look at it, right, is Swifty lives in Melbourne, and Swifty wants to live on the other side of the country in Perth. So, if we both compromise, and she moves into the middle, we both win. Because I'm already in the middle. Could I say that a little more selfishly? I think I could probably manage to say that a bit more selfishly. Honestly, could you imagine if your boyfriend was actually said that to you as a genuine proposal? Fuck that cunt. Ah, $40? Nah, it's alright. You got more than me, stop showing off. You're more distracting me from trying to raid out. You just don't want to raid, that's it. You just try and keep me talking. Keep me on here longer. The longer you stay, I know it is. First, it'll be a temporary thing. My plan has always been to move back to Melbourne after a few years. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Oh, okay, that makes a bit more okay. You guys have a fantastic night. Hey, Ali. Hey, Nevada. Guys, last time for check-ins and stuff like that. Thank you, everybody, for coming on down. You guys are amazing. Let's meet in the Let's meet halfway where I live. Exactly, Beth. Exactly. Let's go see Gia Girl. Oh, I got this morning. Not down. That sounds pretty... That sounds like me. Hey, Tazzy. Welcome in. Thank you for coming and thank you for the lurks. Grab yourselves a raid message. Oh, yeah, blending. Exclamation check, I believe it is. Is it check? Or is it... There you go. Holy shit, I've got a check-in. Are you still on 69? 69. You're a child. You are a child. I love to see it. I think Riley's actually got the same, and I think Kyle's got the same. I think there's about 3 or 4 people who've all got 69 and just stopped immediately, and we're like, no, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. All I need, thank you. I'm done. Everyone just check. Everyone check. Hey, Nevada, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing fantastic. Okay. GG there. Glitch GG. Because you get 8 more. You know the difference between a 69 and a 68? It's the same thing, except it's just one hole lower. Wait, no, I could probably say that joke better. There's got to be a better way to say that joke. You guys have a fantastic evening. I hopefully be back tomorrow. As you guys have seen, my mental health is absolutely shit. I'm just trying to not quit. Love you guys all. I'll see you tomorrow.